What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're having a beautiful day, whether it's Saturday, in which the video is coming out, or Sunday, Monday, anything ending on Friday, like Monday through Friday, Saturday. Anyways, welcome back to the channel. Hope you're doing well. Let's go ahead and listen to some more from the Flower Kings. It's been a while since we listened to them, last with Stardust We Are, which, in my opinion, is like a classic. I think that that's a perfect, and I do mean perfect, track. So this track here was recommended to me. The Truth Will Set You Free. This is off of their 2002 album, Unfold the Future, with kind of a funky album cover. It's kind of interesting there. So this album, but also just this track specifically, really, has been recommended to me from a lot of people from our Long Song Saturday preview videos. So I figured, okay, let's go ahead and take this one into our pocket. It's been recommended by Gene Leonard, Nando, Fritz, Albert, 1MB PDF, Salva Sweden, JP, not me JP, but another JP, Daniel, Bryce. There's a lot of you that have recommended this particular track, so I'm definitely happy to go ahead and listen to it, as, like I said, the last track that I listened to them, the only track I've listened to from the band, was perfect. So I'm excited. I have high standards now and high expectations of what to expect from them, but I'm definitely excited to get into it. Hope you guys are as well. Sit down, grab your favorite drink, grab your favorite snack, whatever it may be. Let's go ahead and listen to some music. Let's listen to the Flower Kings do their thing with The Truth Will Set You Free. Let's go. Mellotron action never hurt nobody. That's cool. That's a cool little overture.
If you walk down the lonely road, realizing how little we know, I can see the strain in your face. Just assuming we all join the race. Hold on, the truth will set you free. Rain keep on falling like the first morning. No one asking how does it feel in a world with no room for your needs. Putting words to the grief and the pain, disappearing like tears in the rain. Hold out, you will see the truth will set you free. Rain keep on falling like the first morning.
Let's go.
Who invented the slow burning fire, the unforgettable high? Now who put the moon and the stars in the skies, the kaleidoscope inside your eyes? Rising higher from the primal cries, like a spiral up to the moon. Day by day, this ambitious grind, search for a new state of mind. Restless species, all of Africa, running for water and food. Flowers and trees and the wild weeds, colors and shapes of a trap.
only 10 minutes in. That's great. I love that key center.
Now straight from the heart, your dreams will tell you where you will begin. It's straight from the soul, the image from a long forgotten dream. Look into the flow, your thoughts will dance into the evening sun. As good as it gets, we all remember days of future spent.
Kind of sounds like ABWH a little bit.
Now straight from the heart, your dreams will tell you where you will begin. It's straight from the source, the image from a long forgotten dream. Look into the flow, your thoughts will dance into the evening sun. As good as it gets, we all remember days of future space.
That's funky. That's a funky solo.
Move on uphill through the smoke screens. Rise up, we're learning to fly. The bigger the sail, the bigger the scam. We're all gonna fall down and cry. Troubled times, go through the motions. Leaders The truth will set you free. We will stand up to the light with this heart bigger than America. We will fight fire with fire.
down there. That's chops.
Rest your legs, body apple tree. See the alternate realities. How you customize the journey still. You've been here before, now you know the drill. And so the wind will cry the words of love, and you'll decide the day you're thinking of. Now so much wiser, so much more in tune. We'll take the sun, the stars, but first the moon. Rest your mind by the dawn of time. See the scene flourish in its prime. Roll away, away in the big, big blue. I'll explode, explain inside of you. So the wind will cry the words of love, and you decide the day you're thinking of. Now so much wiser, so much more in tune. We'll take the stars, the sun, but first the moon.
And just like that, half hour has passed. Truth will set you free. Do you feel set free? Or do you feel not set free? Let me tell you. I know I've only listened to 2 tracks from the Flower Kings, but when it comes to their sense of melody and progression, I think that I don't want to say that they're unparalleled, but they're close to it in modern prog music. Like, they just have this wonderful sense of imaginative and creative melody that they string along all these different sections, all these different compartments in their music together with. It's incredibly dynamic. It's really fun to listen to. Very satisfying as well. Can I tell you something? Off of first listen, let's compare this to Stardust We Are. Off of first listen, Stardust We Are is, to me, a 10 out of 10. No doubt, not even, there's nothing in there I would change. On a first listen, this one, I would lean towards like an 8.5 out of 10. Right? Of course, it's going to take a few more listens, but hear me out. In totality, I want to say minutes 0 through 20 are pretty much like perfect. Minutes 0 through 15, I think are 10 out of 10. 5 through 20, somewhere in there, I think I lose it a little bit. Then from 20 plus, I kind of get shaken a little bit. There's some moments like I'm like, okay, it's a bit long in the tooth, and I'm not finding anything as interesting as I did before. But at minute 23, which we'll go back to in a little bit and listen to, I love that change in the groove. I love that. That is just a nice shift. The bass gets deeper, the drums become just like more tribal and earthly, and just the way that they carry that is really cool. And then the finale is really nice as well. So it ends in a good spot, and it begins in a great spot. At the end, middle, I don't know. But that's, regardless, I enjoyed this, and this is a fun listen. All of them are masters at what they do. Of that, there is no doubt to me. They excel from this singing, which I felt was passionate, heartfelt, warm, powerful. Singing here is going to be done by, hold on. It may be Roy Stoltz. I know he's really, with the guitars and stuff, which, by the way, his guitars are always a pleasure to listen to. Or it could be Haas Froberg. But whoever is singing on this particular track, I'm feeling that. 100%, okay? 100%. The keyboards, which you have Thomas Bowden, and then also Roy Stoltz, who's providing some keyboards as well. I love the mellotron. I love the organ. I love, of course, the piano. I love the wacky-tacky synth sounds. Like, I'm loving the choices of sounds that they choose for most of this track as well. And, of course, the way it's being played, to me, is pleasurable. Yes, it is very demonstrative. Yeah, it is. No doubt. But I think that is carried across with a little bit of grace. There's an elegance in here. I really want to talk about Jonas Reingold. Jonas. We get some fretless in here. The bass playing is the most perfect thing in this track. I obviously I'm a bass addict. I don't know what you want to call it. It's like the first thing I notice a lot of times when I'm listening to music, but that bass playing, oh God. I don't even know what to say that I haven't said about the other instruments. It's powerful, it's warm, there's power behind it. Near the end, when we're just getting that kind of isolated double bass rhythm, and the bass is just like going along with it. Instead of overcrowding that section with like crunchy guitar, you're just left with the bass and the drum. And it's just like a really cool section. Even in the softer moments, when the bass just like warms everything up, it's just like this warm liquid melody that just kind of pushes everything along like a hot wave in the ocean. I don't know. I'm really, really loving Reingold's bass playing. And then the drums, Zoltan. First of all, cool name. Second of all, that's the next perfect thing in here. It's just the drumming. Especially the ending. I want to say maybe about 23 minutes it is. Somewhere in there. Kind of where we come off of that new groove that comes in. And just how he gets down there. Just amazing drumming. Even has some glockenspiel in the beginning. Or maybe it was marimba. It was one of these. In the beginning of the track. I just really like the way that all of this is put together. And while I've only listened to 2 tracks from Flower Kings, it seems that they have a knack for not only melody and composition, but making it sound right. Because even in this track, there's lots of right field sections. I don't want to say left field because to me left field is like something completely different that just comes in and sometimes, at least for me, can throw off the rest of what you were doing in the song. Right field is, yeah, you're still putting in new sections that kind of sound a little clashy with what was already going on, but they kind of work in this kind of odd, weird, strange way. They work, so it's a little more right field than left field. Left field to me is... Listen, I used to listen to this band obsessively, and I listened to them for like 10 years of my life, so I can criticize, okay? Left field to me is like sometimes what Dream Theater does. Like, stop. Right field to me is what Flower Kings is doing. Yeah, you're still getting those out of nowhere sections, but they feel earned and they feel rewarded, and it kind of makes sense in the composition in a way like a break in a song would. So I think that's really cool. But yeah, all the members, I mean, I'm really impressed with everything that they did here. I want to talk about certain moments though. I want to say about 15 minutes in, I'm 90% sure it's about 15 minutes into the track. I made a comment during the song, but the section, hold on, because all of these have subtitles and they're broken up. Oh, which part is it? I think it's uphill. Oh no, I think it's from the source. From the source. I'm pretty sure that section, which is around 15 minutes. Hold on, let me see if I can find it. This is the chorus, which is a great way that they return through. Man, where is that section? Where is from the source? I should have looked at the time a little bit better. Sometimes I just close my eyes and I'm listening to the music. No. Anyways, I can't find it. But there was a section in there. It is the from the source section. Maybe I can find where that starts here on Wikipedia. I can't. That sounded like ABWH a little bit to me. Anderson, Bruford, Wakeman, and Howe. Yes. Like, they had that sound there, which I actually thought was really cool. They pulled it off really well. And then as I was listening to more of them, I was like, this kind of reminds me of how Yes would kind of make a song, especially like in their later years. So I thought that was really cool. It wasn't anything to take away from the Flower Kings and what they're doing. I was just like, Yes had to be an influence. You know, they had to be in listening to this. Let's get to that groove, though. That started about 23, I want to say, 23 minutes. That was a really cool break. Because I'll admit, minutes 20 through 22, something like that, I was kind of like, this song could have been done by now. But when this groove came in around 23 minutes, I was like, okay, now we're kind of doing something kind of cool. That's not it. Close. I'm trying to get the exact... It is this part. That drumming. It is that part, but it's it's before when they first started. Maybe right here? This, kind of. This is basically it. I was trying to get the exact shift, but this is what I'm talking about. This part. I love the drumming. I love the percussion that's here. Ooh, and the hi-hats? That's over the speed limit. You can't be playing the hi-hats that quick. You can't be doing that. You're going to get pulled over. And right at the show, the cop's just going to come up, tap you on the shoulder and say, hey, you can't be doing that. And then, right there. It's just so tight, so subtle. There's like a slight, so slight, maybe kind of jazz influence in there as well. There's some syncopation going on in a lot of parts of the track as well. Like, this is just really cool. There's a lot of little, to me, brilliant moments that really shine through in this whole thing. But like I said, in totality, the first 18 minutes or so, I think are pretty perfect. I kind of lose a little bit of interest in some little moments after that, but I think it wraps itself up very, very well. So let's go ahead and get into the lyrics here on this one. See if we can parse out what the meaning of this track is. I gotta go to the beginning. So it's split up into 5 different parts, which is Lonely Road, Primal Instincts, From the Source, Uphill, The Stars, and the Sun, and the Moon. So you can kind of see this uphill battle, this escalation in the title even on its own. Lonely Road. If you walk down that lonely road realizing how little we know, I can see the strain in your face just assuming we all join the race. Hold on, the truth will set you free. Rain keep on falling like the first morning. No one asking how does it feel in a world with no room for your needs. Putting words to the grief and the pain, disappearing like tears in the rain. Hold out, you will see the truth will set you free. Rain keep on falling like the first morning. So, throughout this track, we're getting, of course, the idea the truth will set you free. So the question is, what is the truth and what does that freedom exactly mean? Here he's describing a lonely road, perhaps someone lost in their purpose in life. And he's saying, well, the truth is going to help you find that, but what is that truth? I think it's more just like finding your purpose and trying to find the right path that leads to your happiness and your satisfaction. And then with the part 2, primal instincts, we kind of go back in time to the very beginning and we kind of talk about like beginnings from there. Who invented the slow burning fire, the unforgettable high? Who put the moon and the stars in the skies, the kaleidoscope inside your eyes? Also, I want to mention that the singer, whoever is singing this track, I like their pronunciation of certain words. I can't remember off the top of my head how he said it, but when he says the kaleidoscope inside your eyes, he says it like in a different way. He says like kaleidoscope, I think, or something like that. He also does the same later on in the lyrics when he says, hold on, because I noticed it, but I was trying to find it. When he says, see the alternate realities, I think he says something like alternate or alter. He says it differently. I just like how he said it. That's it. Rise higher from the primal cries like a spiral up to the moon. Day by day, this ambitious grind, search for a new state of mind. Restless species all of Africa, running for water and food, flowers and trees and the wild, wild weeds, colors and shapes of our tribes. And he once again repeats, the truth will set you free. This is the chorus. We will stand up to the lie. With this heart bigger than America, we will fight fire with fire. No more kiss will seal the lies. Maybe we are all incredibly busy with our lives. We all have jobs. We all have things we have to do. We all have this daily grind that we are involved in. The truth, whatever that may be, will set us free from that grind. And like I said, I think that is really just finding your happiness or your path outside of the grind. But you have to find out what it is. Then getting into from the source. Now straight from the heart, your dreams will tell you where to begin. It's straight from the source, the image from a long forgotten dream. Look into the flow. Your thoughts will dance into the evening sun. As good as it gets, we all remember days of future spent. And he repeats those as well. I think when he's saying look into the flow, look at life in general. Look at nature. Look at how life progresses. Find yourself within that progress. Then uphill, not only is he talking about like, of course, moving uphill and fighting the conflict, of course, of the story and fighting for what you want and walking and climbing up that hill, but he's also talking about like the smoke kind of rising. Move on uphill through the smoke screens, rise up, we're learning to fly. The bigger the sail, the bigger the scam, we're all going to fall down and cry. Eventually, yes, we all will fall down in a sense. Troubled times go through the motions when leaders excel in their lies. While they squeeze the flower they took as a loan until it fade out and die. I really love that line. When I first heard that, I said, that's a keeper. While they squeeze the flower they took as a loan until it fade out and die. That's so good. And then the last part, the stars, the sun, the moon. Rest your legs by the apple tree. See the alternate realities. Like see not your multiverse, but like look at the possibilities that are set before you. Take a leap, take a walk, take a chance on one of those possibilities. How you customize the journey still. You've been here before, now you know the drill. You know what to do. And then it ends, and so the wind will cry the words of love, and you'll design the day you're thinking of. Now so much wiser, so much more in tune. We'll take the stars, the sun, but first the moon. First the moon, you have to go through a night. Even though there's a light there, that's your hope. The moon is the hope. But you have to go through the dark night before the sun can rise and you can grasp and attain and reach for those things, the goals, the stars, and the sun. That's cool. I think these lyrics are really good. This is reminding me of Yes a little bit still, but I think that the lyrics are great. I think the song overall is really, really good as well. Fantastic output from the Flower Kings. This was really good. So thank you guys for the recommendation. Thank you for the suggestion. I really appreciate that. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments below. You can follow me. Sorry about that. You can follow me on Twitter. You can support the channel on Patreon. You can do so many things. But I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day, your evening, your afternoon, whatever it may be. I'll see you guys later.